As neurologically focused chiropractors, we absolutely love it when kids choose to play sports. They become well-rounded, hardworking, resilient, they get physical activity, they learn how to win and lose with grace. Sometimes our boy Brooks is still working on that one. But most importantly, they discover the value of being part of a team. And with all that good that comes from youth sports, there's also a lot of physical and mental stress on their growing bodies. And that's where we come in. If you're a parent who's ever watched from the sidelines wondering how to best support your child's performance, you've probably tried everything: the strength training, the stretching routines, the nutrition plans, even mental performance coaching. But there's one major system that most coaches, most trainers, and even most health professionals often overlook, and that's your child's nervous system. Today's youth athletes are training harder, competing more often, definitely almost every weekend, and facing more pressure than ever before. And even the most talented kids can be held back when their nervous system often becomes overstressed, dysregulated, and exhausted. The signs often show up as muscle tension, injuries, trouble sleeping, increased anxiety, digestive challenges, or just feeling constantly overwhelmed and worn out. So let's talk about how to help your child not only perform better, recover faster, avoid injury, and bring more joy and confidence to the sports that they love. Your child's speed, strength, balance, coordination, and reaction time all depend on one thing: how efficiently their brain and their body communicate through the central nervous system. Every sprint down the field, every back handspring on the beam, every swing in the batter's box, all of it starts with one message from the brain that must travel through a healthy, well-regulated nervous system to the rest of the body. What we've found in practice is that many young athletes are struggling, not because of lack of effort or ability, but because that nervous system communication is getting disrupted. This disruption is caused by something we call subluxation, which is physical interference in the neurospinal system that just throws things out of sync. Subluxation shows up in three ways: misalignment and asymmetry in the neurospinal system, tension and restriction then limiting the range of motion, and most critically, interference in how the nervous system communicates. Information in, perception, and then correct information out. When this happens, muscles fatigue faster, coordination falters, reaction times slow, and recovery becomes more difficult. And over time, that's what leads to injury, burnout, and inconsistent performance. And then, absolutely, that disgruntled, we're winning, we're losing, we can't get the job done that we want to, right? Was my boy the only one that does that? At Foundations, we use state-of-the-art INSiGHT scanning technology to get a clear picture of what's going on in the nervous system, so we're not simply guessing. Surface EMG scans show how well the brain is connecting with the spine and the core muscles. We can see tension patterns, asymmetries, and overcompensation that could be setting the stage for an injury. HRV scans help us assess how well your child's nervous system is switching between stress and recovery, which is key to knowing if they're truly bouncing back between workouts and competitions, if today's a day where we can give it our all, or if today is a day where we just need to go back to the basics and take a little bit easier practice or workout or whatever it is. These scans give us a roadmap for care that's personalized and targeted, focused on restoring balance, reducing stress, and getting to the root cause of what's holding your child back. And it's about more than just physical performance. Trust me, the youth sports world today is intense. Between constant practices, weekend tournaments, and the pressure to specialize early, it's no wonder why so many kids burn out even before they hit high school. Neurologically focused chiropractic care helps build real resilience by supporting the vagus nerve and the parasympathetic nervous system, the parts responsible for rest, recovery, emotional regulation, and immune health. Unlike temporary fixes like ice baths or anti-inflammatories, our care doesn't just mask symptoms. It helps the body reset and repair at the root level, leading to long-term sustainable health and performance. So parents, coaches, if you want to give your athlete every advantage, not just now, but for years to come, it starts with the nervous system. You invest in the best gear, you drive to every practice, you prioritize nutrition and mindset, spend every weekend, but if the nervous system is stuck in stress mode, your child will never reach their full potential and may face setbacks that were entirely preventable. The difference between a good athlete and a great one often comes down to what you can't see: a nervous system that's fully connected, fully functioning, and ready for anything. At Foundations Chiropractic, we specialize in helping young athletes thrive. Our advanced INSiGHT scans and gentle, specific chiropractic adjustments are designed for growing bodies and busy schedules. We've watched countless kids break through performance plateaus, bounce back from injuries faster, and fall in love with their sport because their nervous system is finally got the care that it needed, and it's finally in the gear that it needs to be. So don't wait until an injury or underperformance sidelines your child. Give them the foundation they need now for better performance, better health, and a stronger, more resilient future.